anyway, so needless to say, the egg is just kind of chilling in the sand now next to the volleyball situation that's going on. The referee is being attacked.
Yeah, he was like up on like a life guard chair, like trying to crawl up because he's a little tiny Omniander guy, and Power was just trying to hit the chair with the pole to get him down. So yeah, that is just what has happened.
And then Flower is trying to hold him back. But that is the
we
scene.
get the trophy? Is there a trophy then? Do we automatically win?
I mean, this is probably at least a foul. Like, to like the very minimum, like at least. I don't know volleyball too great, I guess. But
Okay, so music change, and you want to turn on the Tato's actions?
I guess so.
The Tato's in chat are like, give us the power.
Yeah, here, let me change the music. Okay, I think it was just kind of the tropical. Oh wait, or was it?
I am ready. Good, good, good.
I'll do kind of that one.
Power.
And
Power.
Okay, they're going on, so you guys can redeem them. Try not to spam attack them all at one time, but I know it goes in waves.
Also, it is important to know that we will like resolve them whenever it makes the most sense. So even if you redeem them and we don't do it immediately, we're still doing it. It's just we wait for a good moment. Okay, and then the mini fireball.
Oh, I liked this one because it has like a light hint of jazz underneath.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this one was.
Aren't we on a job right now? Technically, do we need to stop power?
So the job that you were given from the guild was that you just need to watch over the festival that's happening to make sure things go smoothly, so to speak. But it was more the guild's way to do a paid vacation because traditionally nothing happens at this festival. But I mean, technically it might fall in your jurisdiction. It's not directly, I guess, the festival event that's being engaged with, but I mean, that would be up to your discretion, probably.
Use your power. You know, your snack power, your Toby de-escalation power.
I don't know if this blanket is built for this, but well,
what better way to test it out?
Power, I think you're a little hangry right now. I'm gonna toss this on you. Don't resist. I'm gonna attack him with a knife.
Okay, well, I
Classic way to handle anyone. Don't resist.
Okay, so it's just a ranged attack, I guess, is what's...
Yeah, it's just a net attack.
Okay, yeah, just roll to see. Well, Power's just like, it's not fair! Like hitting the volleyball. Or the lifeguard.
Oh no.
And
19 to hit.
Oh, 19 to hit? Okay, that will hit.
Okay.
Successful Snuggie?
It just immediately restrains him.
Okay, so he's like hitting that thing. The blanket falls like over him. I'm gonna say his kind of like shoulders and just like what you think of as the snug position. Because even though this isn't, you know, the normal blanket you're used to, Toby's trained in this kind of thing, so he knows how to get around. So I'm gonna have let's see, Power make a wisdom save to see if it helps him calm down having this on him. So, yeah. So he only got a 7. So I would say that definitely, he's not very wise if you couldn't guess that before.
I can believe it.
But it goes on and just. It's just
All
like,
he needed was the comfort.
It's just like he seems to be like kind of putting the pole down that he was now holding in like one arm as a Flower is coming up and helping with the restraining of him. It seems like it's pretty successfully de-escalate. He's still just kind of like
Crackers and cheese.
What kind of cheese?
It looks like there's like a Gruyere and maybe like a goat's cheese.
Get fancy.
Gruyère's my favorite. Just reach over, like taking a little bit, like, and just starts snacking on it.
I look up at the ref, make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, the ref was just kept climbing up on the lifeguard station that you can now looking at the station. Part of it splintered near like the bottom where it was being like hit and still looks a little bit unstable. But he seems unharmed. I mean, he looks scared, but he doesn't look injured or anything.
Would you like some cheese too?
That would be great, actually. Just give me a second to get down. I'm a little bit freaked out right now, and this thing doesn't seem very stable.
Power, can you help the ref down and apologize?
Ooh, would he want to go down by power?
Oh, that's a good question. You conned him with the cheese, and he's like,
See? We're all good here.
"Oh, okay." He like walks over to it, still with the blankets. So, I'm sorry. Do you want help down? And let's see if this guy wants to be helped down by power. Oh no,
He definitely does.
he does not. That was a nat 1. The lifeguard's just like, oh no, that's fine. That's okay. It's no worries, no apologies needed. Just you stay down there. As he keeps trying to climb almost higher up. It looks like now.
I don't think this is very stable, and I'm gonna just try to convince him and like wobble the thing a little bit.
Yeah, you.
Do you want me to go get him?
I think that might be a good.
Oh yeah, you can, Toby. You even kind of move it a little bit, and it's like creaking as, like no effort.
I will fly up and grab the ref.
Aw. So you're just like scooping him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he kind of like clings onto you as you like.
And I will put him
very
a
tiny.
safe distance away from power.
That's fair. While you're doing that, Flower, who was just kind of watching the chaos and not intervening, starts trying to put the net pole back into the sand where it was beforehand that got ripped out. But then she sees somebody else walking over. It seems to be a tall, thin woman with very long hair that seems to be a little messy, very like spends a lot of time at the beach look. And Flower kind of looks a little startled and then goes over to Power and whispers something in his ear, and is just like, and then
They
they just kind of like awkwardly, without saying anything, start to walk away.
Power does give Toby his blanket back though.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we
gotta
gotta. We'll call it a tie. Yeah.
It was a clear foul. What are you talking about?
Tie.
Losers!
They just
As you say that, you see Power turn around and start heading back, and Flower's like dragging him.
Puff's like, what?
Yeah, Power fully like you could tell he was more calm. Twinkle says that just.
I love that Chihuahua energy though of like this tiny character. Like what?
It's also great because I imagine it kind of being near Ellie. Or like one of the bigger people still, like what, and then just like, okay, Ellie's there. Okay, what? Like, what are you?
Ellie's always got
You got my back, right? Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Twinkle's like, hold me back.
Lift me up so I look more intimidating.
Oh yeah, more intimidating upsies, and
Yeah.
like you get lifted by your underarms. So
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah. I love this imagery. That's so
This
cute.
is amazing.
Okay, perfect.
just your minion half the time. The chaos that we ensue.
It's perfect. Oh my goodness, Inkfell, you did such a long one for shape elements.
I did notice that. There's also chaos magic that I'll have redeemed too.
Oh,
I'll resolve it in a second. Were you gonna do theirs first?
oh gosh, yeah. I don't know. Do you want to do any of these shenanigans? There's so many things.
Yeah, a lot of them are power buffs, so we can just do the ones that are already there.
Okay.
Remember, nothing bad can happen at the beach.
Yeah.
Possible.
Said.
So anyway, This lady walks up that seemed to startle Flower and Power, which I still chuckle at those names. This lady walks up and she's actually has somebody with her. If you want to describe the person with her.
Oh yes. So there is a elf man with her. He's got the crescent pupils, just like your friend Cleo had, with the pointy ears. He has a kind of formal Hawaiian button-up shirt on, so kind of even like the one I have here, with a little pin that says Beach Manager, very official, like right on there. And yes, he's and a clipboard with red hair. So that is who was like approaching with the woman.
The woman kind of looks at everybody and then looks at the startled referee who's still like cowering and is near Ellie kind of for protection and looking as Power and Flower wander away. And the woman just kind of goes up and is like, "Oh, thank you for handling this situation that appears to have happened."
Yes, thank you. The volleyball game was not supposed to be that way, and I actually am a little concerned now because the court is a little bit malfunctioned, which means we won't be able to have the next game in approximately 1 hour from now. So, I don't know. That won't do. That won't do. Thank you, though. Thank you for helping. Not causing more problems. Oh, the chair there also needs to be fixed.
Alright,
With
it's
Rose,
fine.
this
It's
is
fine.
very. I
Nope.
need to.
No, it's fine. Are you all the ones that we hired?
Yes, we are with the guild.
Ah,
Yes, in my notes, we have a Twinkle, Elytra, Toby, Barkentail. We got more. Okay, yeah, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay,
hmm,
okay, good.
yeah. Okay,
You can just call us the Blanketeers.
Well, that wasn't in the official notes, but I'll pencil it in there with them.
well, you wanted to tell them.
Oh, yes.
He's like flipping through, like a clipboard has like so many pages all stuck on it that he's going through.
Yes. Okay. I might, there is something while you were here I was hoping you could look into, if you were able to, as you were supposed to be, like, watching over things.
As
Yeah.
long as it's within, as long as it's defined within our contract, then sure.
Oh, yes, no, I thoroughly looked over the contract a few times. Okay, so,
And he's like looking through, he has like a pocket. Oh, wait, no, I didn't include in the first description. He definitely has a fanny pack. That's his vibe. Yeah, he'll move it over and unzip, and he brings out, it doesn't seem to be a huge piece. Honestly, maybe the size of this, but it looks to be a broken wooden plank that you'd maybe see in a ship or something.
and he was like, we were supposed to be getting a shipment for our festival tonight,
Coming, and he like points out to the ocean.
from the Walsons to deliver something we need for the festival, and they're off schedule, which is odd. Normally, things happen, wouldn't raise too many alarms, but we did find washed up on the shore very recently, which one of our lifeguards gave, this piece that looks like it would be from their ship, potentially.
And he shows you the piece, and it does kind of resemble what you could see on a ship, and it even has a piece of the Walsons family crest. And living in this world, the Walsons is one of the 3 founding families, so they're very influential and stuff. Rachel definitely knows them probably from the first campaign. But yes.
So if you could potentially look into this, Rose, I think you said you might know where they could be, like what happened to the ship. But I don't. Where was that in my notes? Something about a coral reef.
Yes, there is a little bit of a worry that they may have gotten into a little bit of trouble, but as I was telling Orion here, it's probably fine.
No, we need everything to be ship shape for the festival. This will put everything off if we don't get the shipment in. And we have the adventurers here.
do an insight check on, you said her name was Rose?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's just naturally aloof or if she's like hiding something.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Oh. That's insight. That's a 9.
Okay, yeah, so
So all you can gauge, like trying to figure out if she's like being sneaky or something, is that she seems really kind of disinterested and annoyed at the other character, which you now know is Orion. So it's Orion and Rose.
Yeah.
And all you can gauge is that she seems like she's like, oh my gosh, this guy. But also he's like got a ton of extra pens on his shirt, like the fanny pack in
clipboard
tow,
with a ton
a
of stuff.
clipboard and stuff. So it's like, is she just irritated because he's like super over prepared or what? But yeah.
What? Do you mind if I ask what it is that you were having shipped from the Wilsons?
Let me see if that's clearance. So he's like flipping through. Yeah, I think that would be public enough knowledge. Okay, so for the festival, I don't know if you are aware, and he points over to the cave that you guys had probably seen before off to the side of the beach. For the festival, there is special moss that only grows here inside the cave. It is very, very like special magic. You know, it glowing. I'm not a magician specifically, but that is important for the ritual, and we need special devices to transport it to the lighthouse for the end of the festival. And without these special devices, it could get damaged or lose some of its potency before it reaches there. So we need that for the festival tonight. That is why, Rose, I was saying it's very important that we get it.
I would like to clarify one thing, though. He says special devices, but it's really just glass jars that have a certain thickness
Yes,
to them.
Walson brand glass jars, so you know they're very like sturdy and top tier, and so we need them to make sure it is the most protected.
He's very particular about his glass jars.
Yes. There's lots of different kinds, you know, you've got to get like the tempered ones. Sometimes I have a special collection of fulgurite ones, you know, with the black ones. I got them shipped from the Sea of Glass.
Is the moss like known for breaking jars that it's put in, or are you just being extra cautious?
I mean, you never know what could happen.
Definitely
No,
extra
you never
cautious.
know what, like, you could put them in some other random jars or like a bag or something, but then they might get damaged or the magic could
You see,
leak
as
out.
he starts like casting some kind of spell, as he's talking and like talking about the ways of glass, and you guys see as she begins casting, I think also saying something, and I have to look up to see
I'm
what
pretty
the
sure it is
requirement
somatic,
of.
I think.
And then she casts it directly towards him in the middle of him talking, and he just drops like a log.
like backwards in the sand.
They,
Is it a sleep spell?
And you just hear him like snoring.
Yeah.
Left it.
So anyway, he's fine. There are times when I just need a little bit of a break. Our two families made a contract so many years ago at this point. I'm the landowner for around here. I would appreciate it if you guys respect the land that you are on. It's been owned by my family. His family, however, is more of the contractors to do with the celebration and bringing in so many tourists. But that's okay. What's important is for you to check and make sure those people are okay and that their ship didn't fall apart in the sea.
Do you like tourists? Because we're tourists.
Well, I'd be lying if I said yes. I'm not particularly offended by you all. I think.
We can go. you don't like us.
She kind of looks like she actually thinks about it for a second. She like looks down at him and then looks at you guys.
Ellie, we technically can't go.
We have a
because
job.
You're on a job.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But as soon as the job is
We'll stay.
over with, then we can leave.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, find missing people. Yeah, or boat, missing
So-
boat.
Do we have like a boat that we can go in to find this ship?
We luckily have plenty of extra boats for people who would like to sail out. And as a precaution, we've been making sure everybody comes back in case there is something in the water that may have destroyed their boat. You can never be too cautious, I guess. And then she looks back down at him, who's still like,
Yeah.
So you're the landowner here.
Hmm.
Do you know of creatures that might live in these waters that could have caused this?
oh yes, there are definitely creatures that could destroy a ship. Maybe multiple ships at one time. But I'm sure it's fine. That hasn't happened in a long time after all.
As
What
far as
could go wrong?
Well, nothing can go wrong on the beach, so.
Yeah. On the beach.
That's what I keep telling him.
So funny. I love it.
So, we have a boat prepared for you all. And she kind of like gestures over towards a dock that's a little ways away. But you guys do see a bunch of ships mounted at said dock. How long does sleep last?
It's pretty short.
It's
It's a pretty long
one.
spell.
Yeah,
Can it? Is it like an hour?
I think so.
Maybe. He might just be
That's
napping
so
for
funny.
like a
Yeah,
while.
he
Like.
might- I just wanted to ask.
Sunburn.
It's a minute.
Okay,
Oh,
totally one
okay,
minute.
okay.
Yeah. That's
Or
so
until somebody uses an action to shake or slap
Okay.
the slipper awake.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so she gestures over towards this dock, and that's when he starts waking up, since it's probably been about a minute by that point. And she just kind of looks at him, and then she's like, "Oh,
Rose, what?
I guess you fell asleep
That-
again."
I don't know how that happens. I strictly regiment my sleeping schedule to make sure I get the exact amount of hours I need for function during the day. That seems odd.
Guess you need to check your schedule again.
My schedule is flawless. We've been over this.
Did you check your backup schedule in the office?
No, I didn't check that today. I thought it'd be crazy.
Anyway, and then she just kind of gestures over towards it again and then says, "It's the boat that has a big flag on it. It's the only one. But I also put a little bit of a map on it for you guys to know exactly where is most likely to have any issues.
Oh, did you put the route the shipment would be going through, I assume?
Technically, no. So,
Oh, I could provide the exact detailed layout from the ship on the
No.
other side of the...
no.
Oh.
There's a coral reef structure that I am a little bit more worried that they might have went through. I told them to go around, but if something were to happen, then my guess is they got caught on the coral reef. You don't have to overload them with information.
Seems odd, I guess.
And she like grabs his thing and then just rips out of the thing, and he looks like he is just like destroyed as she rips it out and then hands it back. And she's like, "I guess here's also the notes on where they were directed to go. But my guess is that they went through the coral reefs that I told them not to. Sorry about your paper."
Oh,
going? It's okay.
He rips out the last little bit to like not make it look uneven anymore, but that looks like it hurts him.
She picks up the paper off the sand and then glares at him and is like, "No littering."
You did that to me. Mm-mm.
Well, I suppose we can head over. Twinkle will turn to the party and be like, does anyone know how to drive a boat? Because I've never done that before.
I think
I
the
don't
term you're
know how
looking for
to
is-
swim.
I think the term you don't know how to swim.
No.
Oh, writing that down.
I'm a boss. I don't swim. It makes so I can't fly. I actually just don't like water that much. Except to drink. Yeah.
Well, let's make sure Ellie doesn't fall in the water.
I'm gonna let Mo handle that one.
Like, oh, look at the light! Like over here.
Just
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
oh,
The gummy bear.
Perfect. So are you guys gonna meander your way over?
Tell me, well,
Reluctantly,
like
yes.
yeah, just like chatting with the party, just like, okay, so they're really weird, right?
Yeah. Is it a big boat or is it a small boat?
Oh, do you guys grab your egg, by the way, or are you leaving
Yeah,
it with
if
potatoes?
we see it. If we
Yeah.
So you, thinking that in mind, you look around and you actually see, I'm gonna say it's a group of a couple of Tatos, whoever they are. They're holding the egg. They're actually out in the surf. They're riding on top of this creature we actually made last time that appears to be some kind of really chubby looking fat seal creature that has flying squirrel skin flaps in between its front and back arms, and it's gliding on top of the waves, like riding it, and the Tato seem to be holding it, like, wee, going along in there. So, yep, that's what I was doing there.
So your egg is surfing with potatoes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's okay, right?
It's cracked. Probably not. Probably not.
Will it be okay in the
think-
water?
I would feel more comfortable maybe if we had the egg in our possession. In my experience, eggs have a habit of disappearing really easily. So,
Disappear? What kind of eggs are you talking about?
listen, me on this.
That's
I was
just trust me.
Just looking around, just very annoyed. Like, where are those two right now? I'm just like sending telepathic stuff
Oh.
to their familiar.
You do
Or
you,
their homunculus.
you do that, and it can help like wire you in on where they are, and you see Fredrock and Dewdrop with Sherbert a little bit down the beach, right near the surf, just sitting there like making a sandcastle, like together. Like Fredrock is trying to like form it, while Dewdrop is like putting water on it in certain spots to help. And I feel like you send out the telepathic stuff, they just
like,
like look
Yeah,
in
they're
your
both-
direction, like.
Yeah.
are you having fun?
I think it's your turn to do Dewdrop's voice.
Okay, I can remember who did it last. Having a lot of fun.
Where is the egg?
He had it.
Fredrock goes like,
Turn.
I like Fredrock going
I want just a picture of Bedrock now.
Fredrock points at Sherbert.
who's still sitting in the bucket.
Yeah. Like,
Aww.
okay.
They just turn to the rest of the party and just like, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst nanny. I might have to re-infuse Fredrock back together. He's like, I don't think I did it correctly.
Oh,
Oh, you at least see what there is.
Last minute babysitters, always hard to come by.
Yeah.
If it helps with the egg, one of the Tatos is using shape elements to make sure water doesn't hit it as much when they're flying. So, you know, they're at least trying to like protect it as it's going through.
Should our other friends, maybe watch the egg? Or
Which other
Bella?
friends? I'm afraid that I think they might try to cook it.
You think so?
They were the ones that gave it to you. How dare!
So they wouldn't
Sorry.
be to cook it.
Oh, that's it. It's a conspiracy.
I say out of game.
Mysterious voice from the sky says, "How?"
The clouds formed together.
Toby, I have an idea. Maybe you can use your new blanket as like a baby Bjorn to carry the egg around.
I mean,
Maybe.
that's fine, but if we come across any trouble, then I'm gonna have to put it down somewhere.
We're in a boat. There's nowhere to put it down.
Does Toby still have the spear that Mo gave to him?
I don't think so. I think Toby used that.
It had a return. What's it called? Returning weapon infusion on it. If
Oh, it's
they
like the-
used it.
Like a boomerang thing.
Mm-hmm. But if they haven't, like, and if it's lost,
Mhm. I think it might have been lost in the volcano fight.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Got burnt.
the volcano.
yeah. I think Toby forgot to use the return function on it.
Oh, there was a lot happening during the fight.
A lot happening.
Yeah. If it helps, Toby, at least when asked about your blanket, you feel something in your pocket, and when you pull it out, it looks like a Tato-sized exact replica of your blanket.
Oh, it's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it's cute. A little Tato made it for you
Yeah.
and is kind of looking at you from the sand, doing like.
Oh, thank you.
I'm supposed to. I can replicate magic item, but I didn't do it during the. Did we have a long rest during the break?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. You always like each new quest. You definitely have a long rest in between.
Yeah, if not a few. We have,
Yeah.
like, time
I
patches.
wanted to use my one of two infusions. One of them was going to continue to be Fredrock.
Oh
The
yeah.
second one was I wanted to use replicate magic item, but I didn't specify what I wanted in the notes. But I feel like that'll be like going backwards if I pick something.
I mean, I think we can still do it. I mean, I feel like we're pretty chill on that kind of thing, so I think that'd be fine.
Well, there's a cap of water breathing, which I feel like is useful, but then there's also bag of holding.
Oh, that's a classic too. Yeah.
But
That's a
you wouldn't
classic.
want to put an egg in a bag of holding. It's about ready to hatch. 'Cause living things can't survive in a bag of holding.
Yeah, it has like limited. It doesn't have, like, oxygen. or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
And survive up to equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures, so 10 minutes.
10 minutes of
Bang.
air.
Bang. Okay. I have nothing then. I'll do the cap of water breathing, and I'll just like Mo will just have like worked on it with the sewing during that time to infuse like a cap.
Yep.
I like Demon. I'm sorry, that's so funny. Demon in chat just being like, "You act like Tatos wouldn't break into the bag of holding somehow."
They would.
They'd be like, "Wee!"
They
Yeah.
would.
Chaos.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna try to grab the egg from the Tatos in the surf? Or are you gonna let them keep watching it, or what is your plan with that?
We'll grab the egg. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, as you guys start moving towards the water to grab the egg from the Tatos, Suddenly, Mo, I think it is. Yep, Mo, you see a bunch of eyeballs circling you, and it seems like various eyeballs from various sea creatures. And they are all staring at you as they circle.
Yep.
Ellie,
Sounds about
Ellie,
right.
put your hands inside the boat. All of them. And they're just kind of like looking up. Don't look down. Nobody look down. Nobody look down. Are they like? Are they part of something with many eyes, or just?
It's just eyes, like
Yeah,
a lot of like
It's
disembodied
literally
eyes,
just
like circling
sea
you.
creature eyeballs begin to circle and stare at Mo. Specifically you.
Yep.
They're going to. If they're, can they see if they're different creatures?
Yeah.
With their
Yeah.
vision?
Yeah.
They will grab one or two for like potion ingredients, but like very like, why is this happening to me? Okay.
As you
It's like, okay.
reach forward, you can tell that they're just magic, that it's just an illusion.
Yeah.
But also, I love that Godly in chat said, stare back at them.
Assert
dominance."
As the illusion's happening, then I'll do the chaos magic too.
Ooh.
Which
Oh,
will
no, we
actually,
had chaos magic?
yeah, it will actually be a check from Toby, Twinkle, and Ellie, and it's all Toby's favorite dexterity checks. Dexterity
I have to make a
save.
Dex save too.
Yep,
Oh, I never make these.
yep.
You said,
Everyone but Mo.
oh, everyone but Mo.
Yeah.
Is it a dex save?
Yep.
Plus,
And technically, Ellie, you have an point of inspiration if you wish to use it, and Toby, you have an alliance power buff if you want to use it. But
The Alliance power buff goes to the
Add
next
your
thing.
shield.
oh, so either
It's
way.
only the inspiration.
Oh, right. Okay, so
Yeah.
whatever it is +7. Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay.
you're
Am
so
I
good.
currently wielding a shield?
That's up to you. If you.
Hey, you're
I
at
don't
the
think
beach. What would you do?
I don't think he would be. He just came back from playing volleyball.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural 19 on the die, but that's an 18.
Well,
Really good.
it's still super good because then you were given +7. So you got 25.
Hey,
Nice.
thank you, Alliance
And-
Power Buff.
Okay, so Toby and Twinkle, you were both okay with this, but Ellie and Dora, it's not that bad. You slip and fall on your butt because a Tato did chaos magic that made all of the sand and floor beneath all of you suddenly super slippery.
What the?
How does that work?
That was such a hard fall. Ow!
And Tatos were just like
No shell.
around.
Wait, if all the sand is super slippery, doesn't that make it quicksand?
You
I mean,
know,
do you want it to be
now
quicksand?
that you said that.
We can make it.
Well, okay, so Ellie,
So Ellie is going in quicksand.
Great.
Okay.
Look, I'm just thinking, like slippery sand. Like,
All you know is that you two both started to slip but jumped away, and Ellie instead fell and is being slowly sucked down into the earth, into the ground.
who's got the magic rope? Who's got the magic rope?
They,
I have a normal rope.
yeah, normal rope.
I thought someone had a magic rope.
That was with replicate magic. Sorry, since I did cap.
It's gone.
Just like a rope.
Are there any plants? Like, is there any natural plant life on the beach?
Yeah, there'd be like palm fronds and stuff like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
for
but
it.
nothing like huge because you guys are next to the water. Because you were getting ready to get into the onto the
Tato.
deck.
Tato does use Mage Hand to grab onto Ellie's hand to try to help pull her
Aw.
out. You're not all the way free yet, but you're
Yeah.
you're slowed now because the Tato's like like trying.
Strong.
Is there like a palm tree within 50 feet of the quicksand?
Just make a D20 roll.
For luck.
Yeah, let's just see how lucky you are. Don't add anything. It's just a straight roll.
11.
I don't feel like I was gonna make the check be that high. So you were saying you were looking for one within 15 feet.
Within 50 feet?
Closer, but no more than 50 feet, because I have 50 feet of rope.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say because you got 11, there is one, but it's all the way at the like 49 feet, or like it's just bare. It's almost out of range.
Oh, a Tato comes up and casts Fireball. But it-
Once.
It's okay though, because it was casted on the sand far enough to where it wasn't gonna ricochet towards anybody, but to give you guys like a platform that's solid, that's glassed because of the fire.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay. Wait.
I don't.
Don't step on that.
I'm
That's,
not gonna say what I think.
that's probably incredibly hot.
Yeah, the
There's
Tato
just
like
like some heated sand. The
Yep.
Tato's like, it's safe, and goes to move on it and just bursts into flames.
yeah, like a different just a, yep.
Does somebody else have 50 feet of rope?
I've got
Also,
50
I
feet
can
of
tie it
rope.
together.
Oh.
And they kind of
Okay,
like pull
that's-
out their rope, just and start like winding it around their arm, just like, oh my goodness, we're just
let's-
having a good time on the beach.
Help.
Just tie the ropes together. Somebody go tie the rope around that tree.
Mo's
And
gonna just
we'll-
start.
Yeah, just booking it.
Yep.
You run past
Terrible happen on the beach.
Yeah.
hey, this was your fault. We were just gonna make it slippery. Like, Mo, when you're running towards the tree, you pass by Fred Rock and Dewdrop still, like with sandcastles.
You're like going really fast, and they're still like do 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 do.
This is for sure like an anime scene where they're just like running in the back and it's like,
Yep, exactly. But you're able to tie around the tree pretty easily. Like it's that part's fairly simple. So, you tied it around the tree and then around another rope, right? Was the plan to then give it to Ellie? Okay, so Ellie, you can just make a strength check to get out, but you have advantage because of these ropes and stuff.
Okay. Strength check, not a save. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I like the music that's going on during this.
Well, you say I get advantage?
Yep, because you have the the rope helping you.
Oh, that one's much better. Okay, so I'm from 7 to 16. So 19.
Oh.
Much better.
Okay, yeah, you get a good grip on the rope. There's for a second where you start slipping on it a little bit because it's all like sandy or like it's just not very conducive to grip, but then you tighten it and just pull yourself out and you are out of the quicksand, which then slowly starts to revert back to normal.
The beach. It's not fun. It's full of water, full of sand. I sink. I don't even like this.
okay, you're okay.
What?
You know, much longer, hopefully. I mean, how much worse could it get?
Yeah, we're at the beach, right?
It's fun.
Oh no, that pained. It's fun.
And another chaos magic was redeemed, which will resolve later. Okay.
So how do we want to go get the egg from the Tatos? I'm not sure the best way to approach that.
I feel like as our resident translator here, we can maybe have we can set up a contract of work of something where they can be managed to take care of the egg.
I like how painful that sounds for Mo.
Okay. Are you saying to make a deal with the Tatos?
Yes. Oh yeah, since like the beginning, Mo has always tried to like write up contracts with with them. So anytime they feature in the memoirs or the diary that she keeps about her adventures with the Fae, she's always like having media release forms and stuff like that. So she's like, yes, and she like pulls out this like scroll and just starts writing like in big legalese like care of this egg and following you to like listen to what you're suggesting. So they're like, yes, a deal. I think that would be the best to protect our little Egbert.
So, the thing is, they're gonna want something. They're not gonna do it for nothing.
Of course,
So-
of course. A contract is a two-way deal. What do you all think they would want?
Twinkle, you hear near you a Tato. We want food.
oh, they want food. They're hungry.
Oh,
Uh,
we could do food.
There's
Like,
another one that says, "I want a nice poem
About
about
how
how
much
the
And
yeah
and a nice poem.
about how much the egg means to them, to you guys, or ducks."
Oh, I can do the
What the duck?
poem.
Yeah, none of you know what a duck is.
Ducks.
Toby,
I still don't know what a duck is.
No ducks.
I kind of remember a very
No, squash the
traumatic
ducks, no
moment
ducks.
of a creature that would fit that duck.
And you guys had the memory of the rubber ducky.
Yes, that Toby and Mo saw and ran away from in the little.
And the last
Do you remember
one.
that?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was terrifying.
It was. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
large.
Yes.
it's an
So
evil creature.
Yellow.
It was yellow. So yellow.
Another Tato says they want some quality paper, is what Twinkle hears.
And quality paper.
Oh,
I guess.
I feel like Mo would have some of that.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yes, a shopping trip. Yes. Okay. They start like writing down. They're like writing down in like legalese that Toby will make the beautiful food, and
Oh.
that who will write a poem? Who wants to take that?
Ellie, I was like, don't make me do it.
I suppose I can try if nobody
The
else
only one
wants
that's seen
to.
potato.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
They
you're
wrote down that they're like the quality paper will be acquired by Moira of the Deep, and what was it? What was the last one?
so there was the paper, there was the food, and there was the poem.
There was also duck, but then no duck, and then
Oh,
there were two
yeah.
Tatos arguing over whether or not duck
And,
is allowed.
and then a Tato made a glass duck that looks like the rubber ducky and showed to Toby and Mo.
Yep.
They like do like a quick scream and
Yeah.
look to Ellie and just like, could you cut something like that out for our friends? The shapes,
Oh.
I circles are hard, but I will get I will buy quality
draw it
scissors for you.
first?
Yes.
Okay.
And they like slowly grab at this creature and just think of like Mo's just thinking of writing like a children's book of a scary creature, and it's a duck.
Yes. Mo's like, this
Ducks are now,
will be a
horrifying.
bestseller.
Yeah.
Like,
Like if someone saw a dragon for the first time and then all of them meet them.
Yes.
Like dragons are scary. This is how Mo is looking at it, like a creature of such mystery. And they like put it into profound story, and then put it into their bag, and they kind of finish up the contract, and they like show it out to whoever's around. And it includes the words, "Please take care of our Egbert, and make sure no harm comes to them, and if they require anything for hatching, to support it."
ooh.
Anything else you all want to add?
If it hatches, there should be a clause.
Oh, if
Yeah.
this
if,
egg were to hatch.
And it must be returned to us unharmed and untampered with.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. If it were to hatch, bring to us, and or just don't kill it.
Yeah.
No harm come to
No fire allowed.
it. Yeah. You
That's-
can't sell it.
And I assume Twinkle is also in real time, probably in Tato knees, telling the Tatos that this is what's on the contract. Like, yeah, this is what it is.
There's a Tato that keeps trying to go next to you, Mo, and doodle like little drawings
Like
in
it's
the
not
corner.
signing.
And it seems like they're mostly drawing ducks.
Mo's gonna think that they're signing. They're like, oh, that's what you choose. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me finish this one line. And then they're gonna write around the duck.
Yeah.
And, like around the doodles, and finish up and like sign their name and then pass it around for signatures.
I love the idea of you passing it to little Tatos. It's just like you're handing this tiny little thing, and you're like,
And then it has
here you
like
go.
a pencil, like.
Imagine like whatever ink they have, like Mo helping them to like step their feet in these like this little pond,
Yes.
like ink pond, and then just like step
That's-
it all over the page.
There's got to be like some like historic moment of like first contract ever signed with Tato's.
Yes.
Honestly, yes.
We need to make this
I
now.
love it.
I
Also,
put it into Discord.
if you're using ink for their little feet,
a heart shape.
their feet on bottom is heart shapes. So
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
really tell, but like these are actually little hearts.
Yep.
It's divoted in the front. But yeah, that means that it's just like a bunch of little hearts and then drawings of ducks and a drawing of the three-headed shark dog that's called.
It's the Mako Mutt.
Thank you for having a memory.
There is also a Tato that illusions themselves a big mustache on their face and is just like, yes, like looking and poking everyone.
Just takes it as agreement, like,
Yep.
yes, yes.
They're like twiddling their not real mustache. Like-
And then a Tato signs, and it's actually a very fancy, like elegant signature, and they have their own ink and their own pen, and it like appears before them, and they dip it, and then they sign it, and it's really fancy.
They do have a little newsboy paper hat on too, I think.
SpongeBob when he's writing the essay.
Yes, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, the. Yep. Okay, so I think it's signed.
Oh, does anybody shake the Tato's hand that's holding it out to you guys? Don't read the rest of that.
Yeah.
Mo will have like a pinky or like a tentacle out, just like
Yep.
Mo-
And then all of a sudden they just like, and they blow up.
Yep. You don't take damage though. They didn't do fireball. They just like imploded. Like somehow, which Twinkle would probably confirm they just do that sometimes. Just knowing Tato's like, yeah, they're weird.
They just do that.
Is that a happy explosion or a...
Yeah, I would say so.
Did you see them explode on screen? They even exploded on screen right below Toby.
As the one with the mustache hands Toby a note that says, "To grow a mustache is the peak of existence. You should do so for unequivocal status."
At Toby.
Yeah.
think
Just a
about
little-
that.
And it's just
like
twiddling.
that. Rude, I have a mustache.
Just fully
Yeah.
in fur. Is everything a mustache at that point?
Yes. All mustache.
Yeah,
Then
it's
it's
full
like-
mustache.
Yeah. Okay, but that is good. Are you guys heading to the boat now? That the contract is signed and the egg is safe?
And now that I'm free, yeah.
Yeah, Ellie's just over the.
I'm gonna like hover over the sand a little bit if I can.
That's
yeah, you can
fair.
just fly. Like, yeah, I mean, you're able to do that.
A
Just like how Mo just glides over.
Yeah.
A Tato also casts a spell of air around you that kind of protects you from any of the water as you're kind of hovering. They're trying to like
Repel it
move.
away.
You
Yeah.
can stay with me. Yeah.
You grab the one with the little bug hat. Okay, well, then you make your way over to the dock, and yeah, this looks like an older boat, but big enough for all of you. It has, it's got the little, like, stair thing up into the main floor that has the big steering wheel, a sail, it has the flag, there appears to be potential, like, one of those, ballista crossbow things on the side. It doesn't look like it's gotten much use recently, and is kind of painted with just bright colors and paper mache type things. It looks like it was used as a parade boat type thing not that long ago. And you know about this festival, they have ships go along the coast near the end too in like a parade. So it's probably just one that they didn't need anymore, or it was like from last year's parade, something like that.
If anything goes down, I call dibs on the harpoon gun.
Oh hey.
I think we should talk about that first. And they just like,
Call dibs.
She did call dibs. I mean,
So if the
does
ship
dips
starts
does
going
apply
down,
in this world?
so if the ship starts going down, you want the harpoon gun and
No,
not the
no, not.
rifle?
I mean, like going down in like the. If shit hits the fan, way. Not like the boat is sinking.
Oh. I feel like you still want the lifeboat though.
Well, maybe after I use the harpoon gun, sure.
Priorities.
Well, I called
Moo.
dibs on the lifeboat.
Mo kind of like notes this and looks to Ellie, just like, okay. So you go for the lifeboat, okay? And I will stay with the person with the harpoon gun, and then
I'm
like
just gonna
they kind of they're gonna just like work with because Ellie has the like little pack that's like a little light on them, so they're just kind of like tightening it on them and like kind of working on it, just slowly muttering to themselves. Okay, this was supposed to be a beach day, but shit's going to go down, I feel like we've said it enough times.
Yeah.
If it helps, Tato uses Mage Hand to hand Toby a plushie that they won at a arcade game on the beach.
Aww.
I don't know what plushie it is exactly, so Shot, you can always tell us what it was, but that's true. I mean, it might be like a myth. Like, I mean, they would probably have like unicorn type thing. So, but yeah, you at least get handed that, Toby.
Guys, I should have asked this earlier. If this boat makes this trip here frequently, wouldn't they have known about the coral reef? Like, to avoid it?
Unless they had a new captain.
Yeah, or maybe the tide was lower than they expected,
Just
or something.
be right to me.
No, I'm on this. We're literally on the same boat. This seems very fishy.
Ah!
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem right. They should have known about the coral reef. They come here every year for this festival.
I think maybe that lady who doesn't like tourists really doesn't like tourists.
Yeah.
I kind of
Just
think
vote
she might be
okay.
involved somehow. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
why or how.
Yeah. Yeah, she gave us this boat. Is the boat gonna be okay? I don't wanna be stuck.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe we should check the boat before we go out with it.
If any of you want to make, I guess, investigation checks to see if the boat seems like if you're worried it's sabotaged or if there's like hull damage or things like that, then just make investigation checks.
I always feel like, oh, even with the face Ash just made, I'm always suspicious.
Why are you suspicious? Don't you trust us? Jeez.
Twinkle got a 12.
I got a 16.
Ooh, a 16? Okay. Making sure you don't get any bonuses.
I don't think so
okay,
right
nope.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was a 12 from
Oh.
Twinkle and a...
Ink just gave inspiration to Mo.
Oh,
if you want
to use it,
if
you
you
can,
want.
but you don't have to.
You
save
can
it.
also save it.
Save it, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, 12 and a 17. So we'll start with Mo then, who had the highest. So looking at the boat, it is sort of what I was saying before. It looks like maybe an old parade boat. You don't notice any hull damage or leaks, anything like that. It just seems to be an older boat that hasn't been used as much. You do notice that it's not the cleanest necessarily, because the wood looks stained in some spots. You even see clinging to the outside of the ship, closer towards the water, you see starfish along the side, which they also have cool armored looking starfish is what we have here.
Oh.
So they look neat, and even in like a corner of the boat, there's a pile, like a small pile of clams, it looks like you're passing by, and one of them even like twitches a little bit as you're like looking around. And yeah, so you don't see any hull damage or things like that. It just looks old and not necessarily cleaned up.
I feel like this will do for just some light travel. If anything like those eyes I've seen were to arrive and do something to it, I don't think it would be great. And they kind of just, with their noble background, kind of like put their hand, like sliding the dust off of like a dresser kind of thing. Like, it's not up to my standards, but I think it will do. And they just tell them like what they saw, everything, like all the details.
You guys hear is the little
wash
clam.
me on the side somewhere.
It's easy.
I 100% agree. It's easy.
Yeah, just pick a spot.
One
I
of
was gonna
the
go through the shapes with Ellie, just like this is a circle
oh,
and then triangle because it has 3 sides. Yes, yes.
Circle.
Good. It's one line. Yep.
Triangle.
I love the idea of like you guys going out on this boat and you're like, hold on.
Oh, you were saying something?
If they're on the boat and just like rowing and stuff like that, just distraction.
Yeah, who wants to
Look at the
steer?
water.
Who wants to man the helm? I guess.
What would
I think
I don't really have much
I'd
boat.
say Toby or
experience.
Mo. Toby or Mo.
Yeah,
I-
I agree.
Yeah.
I've only really sailed like a river boat, and
That's a
sailing
boat,
is a
though.
loose
that's a boat.
sailing
Yeah.
a loose term. It's a raft and it gets carried by the water currents.
Yeah.
We use it for delivery back at home, but that's about it.
I would say that Mo, you have definitely probably like you've at least been on some seafaring boats a few times. I'd leave it up to you if you've actually steered them, because I mean you are from the water, so there's a good chance you've at least been on boats a few times out in the ocean.
Definitely, yeah, sure, yes. She'll take that. If nobody was, she'll just like, oh, I've had some time, and then just starts like talking really fast. I can't. I'm too tired. And then like he says like, I can definitely see it, and they just kind of start mapping like, where should we go first, and points in the direction that they would see would be best.
To the coral reef?
Yeah, you were given a map by the lady, if you remember, which it's actually near the helm. I'm gonna say it was like pinned on near the wheel and stuff, where it's like there
here we
probably. So
Great. Does steering do anything else like except for the map? Do I have to like?
you can you just say you can like steer it that direction, because it has a sail, so just be like let down the sail and then steer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mo will do that.
It's actually one of the newer boats that are like retrofitted with like Apple Boat Play, so like you just need to plug in the.
Here's Mo.
You're take me to the coral reef. What?
Cool.
Does anybody have a spyglass?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Those are expensive too, if I remember correctly.
They actually are
That's true.
in D&D, I believe.
Yeah, they are.
So you guys
We'll
are setting sail.
immediately jump on the harpoon gun. Just like,
Ooh, you see, there's
But easily.
I kind of how I imagine it is the gun part in the Millennium Falcon that like moves around like that. Yeah, so that's what. But then it's a harpoon gun, and there's a. You do notice that there isn't a harpoon loaded in though. There's like a bunch kind of laying near it, but it seems like they didn't have it still loaded while it was just chilling at the dock.
Strangely.
Yeah, so you can or you can load it in, but Twinkle, it might be a little bit heavy for you potentially. It would just take some effort, but you could do it.
okay, yeah, she'll try to do it.
Okay, just make a strength check to make sure you can like load it up. and stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch this. Watch her struggle.
And then as you're
2 strength.
and let me know if anyone else is doing anything while you're heading out.
I got a 0.
You got a 0? So you go over to it and you're just like, okay. And it just doesn't move off the ground. Like it doesn't
I imagine even with the 0, because that's
that
particularly
is,
horrible.
you fall too. You
yeah.
get pulled down.
Somehow you fall next to it. You're just like, ugh.
You okay there?
Yeah. Could you help me put one of these in? It's heavier than I thought.
Yeah, alright. Why don't you lift on, and we'll do it on 3.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah?
totally, yeah. Wait, on 3 or after 3?
On 3, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Okay, then Ellie roll for it.
No, Ellie doesn't have to roll.
No,
I'm just gonna lift it, and I imagine you're just hanging on.
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you rolled for it and got like a really high number, I just imagine you take her with it, like but I love the imagery regardless. That's
You are so strong. You're flying.
Wow. With the power of friendship. Thank you, Ellie.
Yeah, I think this is right.
Yeah, now your harpoon gun is loaded.
Okay. Yeah, and she'll just sit ready to attack.
I kind of imagine you're just sitting there, and even you'll see like one of the seals harmlessly go by, or a bird thing, and you're just like pew pew pew, like
Yeah.
not actually shooting it.
Like gun noises.
Yeah. Like,
Toby, a Tato appears on your head, and you feel it crawl on top of you, and then it just sets a gem down, and then crawls onto your shoulder.
Is it an expensive gem?
So it is a less refined, less like not as good quality as the other ones that you guys had gotten yourselves, but it is that same blue water making gem
the whetstones.
that the whetstones that Mo had collected on your very first mission. So you have one of those, but it's only a single usage. So now you can create water once.
Where did you get this?
Because as far as you know, it's only in the underground area. Like it's in a different dimension.
We're miles away. Like hundreds of miles away.
They disappear again.
But the whetstone is still in my
Yeah.
possession.
Yeah, so you can put it in your inventory.
Oh,
They appear again, and now they're just like happy and holding a little Tato-sized beanie baby in their hands, and now they're just like sitting on your shoulder, like, yep, on the other shoulder.
That's so cute. Toby's like, this is sus.
I'm gonna hang out where it's the driest spot possible on the boat.
You have to go up to like the crow's nest.
I'm totally fine with that.
You actually fly up there, and once you get up there, you notice there's something. It's about the size of a pelican. There's like a few of them resting up there. It's a pelican, but it looks kind of pterodactyl-esque with a spiked tail and needle-like teeth. And it's just...
I'll let you be. And I'm just gonna like move my way on down. I'm gonna sit on the. Is there a sail or no?
There's a sail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on that.
Okay.
Because I'm a moth and I like cloth.
That's fair. Yeah, you're able to do that.
Yeah.
And those
On it if I get
pterodactyl things just keep occasionally like looking over at you, but then there's like preening themselves.
Did you say chew on it?
moths
Ellie.
eat clothes.
Ellie, we need those sails. I know you're stressed.
Like Mo just trying to steer Ellie. Ellie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Mo.
Get scared. I don't like water. There's
Mo's gonna like rip the I'm. They're in beach outfits, so maybe
Yeah.
she has like this. What's the thing that you wear over your like
like a
bathing
shawl.
suit?
Like a sarong.
Like a
Oh yeah, like one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna like rip off these like draping like sleeves and like here you go, try that, and then I just rip like there you go.
dress eating.
You notice there's like a little hole in the sail now, up near the top.
Dress eating dresses.
Dress eating.
Yep.
Dress eating.
Oh, Toby, you get handed a note that just says personal collection when asked about where he got the gem. From the Tato that gave you that whetstone.
Personal collection?
Oh, this is also something that, Mo, you might potentially want to know that you were technically in the Astarian Sea, which is near Ascaria, which you originally came from. Like, where you've been in that, so you know the sea specifically. I mean, it's like deep underwater where the city that you lived in at a time was, but, you know, this is your ocean, essentially.
Mo will just like kind of be at home in peace. And if she has like little rocks or like something like that, she'll like drop it to the ground. Like, oh, Ellie, that's where I'm from.
Aw.
See it? It's really big.
From down there?
Yeah, all the way down there.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, but I'm from far down too, but less
Oh my God.
water. Yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
A random
this is great while sailing through.
It's so cute. Ellie just waving over the railing, just hi.
cute. A random cat appears, a Catamu specifically, and is right next to Ellie now with a Tato next to it as well. And also, as you turn to see the random Catamu that is now on board with you guys, you see that the sail looks really tasty. Whatever that means to a moth, for it to look extra tasty, somebody used illusion magic to
I
make it
think
look
Ellie
more
needs
delicious.
to roll a wisdom save.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think I should.
Yeah, roll a wisdom save.
I would like to hear from this Tato. How do you make a sail look tasty?
Do a
Use your
moth?
adjectives, please.
Is it like that fine cotton? Like,
Describe a
the
tasty
high
sail.
thread count.
yeah.
But like, is high thread count more appetizing, or is it like harder to chew through?
I think it'd be more appetizing.
Soft. That is a texture.
Oh, okay, so it is a very silky texture. So it's like, this is smooth. Oh,
Rolled an
Sparrow.
18
An
for my
18.
wisdom check.
You've technically got 21 because you were given +3 in Bardic Inspiration.
That's fun. I don't destroy our ship.
Yeah, no, it does look tastier, but you managed to pull yourself back and restrain yourself.
Claw. Mo gave claw.
Restraint.
I love that. Okay, so I think they've probably been traveling for... I don't know, how far off do you think it probably was from the coast?
Probably not terribly far. Enough to where you guys just barely see the land.
Yeah.
But you're far enough out now that you kind of see the shape of the land, which is almost like a crescent shape.
Like a
And you
cove.
can see there's like a cave way off in the distance, and then there's the main area that's the city and stuff, and the boardwalk, and then the main beach area that you guys came from. And you guys aren't too far off, and that's when you start approaching an odd shape, and at first you're like, oh, okay, coral reef. But as you begin to get a little bit closer, you notice that it's kind of like a little bit of land, but it has a bubble over it, a very clear bubble, and then there is in fact a broken ship, and
Looks like it's pressed against the bubble. Kind
yeah.
of like...
like it's up on the bubble land,
Mhm.
kind of like it's like it,
Like planted.
yeah.
Yeah, that kind
and
of-
both of them seem to be rocking amidst waves that are starting to kick up around you guys, like you're hitting choppier waters. And they are both rocking in the waves, and yep. But I will say specifically, Mo would know that the weird bubble land is a familiar creature that actually exists out in the waters and tends to migrate. And you can kind of think of it like a whale in
Yeah.
that it just exists out in the world and migrates usually with others. But it is a large jellyfish type creature that has a flat base and then like a dome over it. And it is massive.
It's kind of like one of those like small island level creatures, I guess.
Yep. So
That's what
then
you-
Mo would at least know that. But it's not aggressive.
Yeah.
Is there like a picture?
We actually don't have it on the website, but
Yeah.
we have...
I do have one.
yeah,
though.
we can... We'll make sure to send it to
As a
you.
player, my favorite animals are whales. So internally I'm screaming. But Mo will just like start like if they can roll for it or anything, whatever facts they know about this and whatever they've like lectured about like their home and their creatures that roam here to the rest of the like the party, and like instead of like oh no, this way, and then in between while they're saying like, oh this just making sure that the direction is right, but then like this animal was primarily found in this ecosystem and tends to migrate from blah blah blah.
Yeah, so you would you would know that this creature is called a Zoa, actually, is what the ZOA, and they are like, I think is what the myth was what we went in for our world, is they are considered the largest organic organism in Creus, like the natural, and they get very large island size. Normally they travel in groups, actually, so it would normally be like a few islands moving together. And what you think is most interesting, most likely, is that they actually have whole ecosystems living inside of them in their dome area, like a symbiotic thing, and they just sort of travel with the ocean currents. So they migrate around the seas of Creus. So they've always been very cool for you to see, being an ocean dweller and stuff.
But it's a little odd that this one is by itself, and also it is smaller, so that means it's younger, since it normally travels with its family, like in groups.
Yeah, which it is smaller, but it's still very large, because it's like twice or 3 times as big as the shipwreck that's pressed up against it. So it's still big in front of you guys.
That's big.
Is it safe?
Yeah, do I need to shoot it?
Just
No.
you.
I don't think it would work if it's like a jellyfish.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
This is after Moses is like peaceful and stuff.
We could not shoot the massive jellyfish, particularly because it's a creature of the land, and I'm sure that landlady
sea.
would also not like it.
Yeah.
This
Well,
jelly
I would
wouldn't
say
like it either.
More like a creature of the sea. And she's a landowner.
I still think that we shouldn't.
Fine.
Yeah, I think this thing could like stop our boat. And I don't want that. And I'm gonna eat my claw.
So are you guys continuing, Mo, are you just steering towards it still? Or are you trying to like halt so you don't run into it or something? You are steering, so
Yeah,
what's your
she-
plan?
She would try to go around it as if like it's a tour boat. Try to see.
Oh, like near it, but not like
That's
against it,
Oh.
so that you can kind of be like, you see
the fact
sides of it.
the facts that I told you about it is that when you're telling them, like as you're going,
Egg, word for word.
yep,
Oh,
More fancy language to it.
and then you're like, Twinkle, you can't shoot it.
Yeah, just like tour guy, kind of like guns down, please.
what tours are you going on?
Twinkle's like, this sucks. Like, what is this?
The worst boat trip I've ever been on.
Are you going around it? Are you trying to go towards the shipwreck part, or are you trying to, what's your whole goal with while you're kind of
Just
skimming alongside
be
of
all
it?
the way around, or
Yeah.
Well, would anyone in the party want to go on like near the shipwreck? Is that something that?
I
I
think
feel
we
like-
should.
We should maybe make sure that if there are survivors, if they need help.
Oh, and there is
like an old shipwreck.
the ship
yeah,
does
definitely.
also have an anchor, by the way, if you guys ever feel like you need to stop the boat to like do things. So just so you know.
Well, no, because it was a shipment that they were expecting for the festival, but then it never arrived for the festival.
Yeah, it's
How
just that
wrecked?
boat.
How wrecked does it look?
the shipwreck looks pretty bad. You guys are actually kind of being tousled a little bit in the boat
It's pretty
because
rocky
the
waters.
water is getting really choppy here. Because you're pretty far out in the waters now. And so you're kind of trying to look engaged, but you're bopping back and forth quite a bit. The shipwreck looks really old. The wood kind of is a weird color now, whether it was something happened to it, you don't know, but the wood is definitely a weird color and a weird texture. and that's all you can tell kind of from a distance.
Yeah, you can
with
get
being bopped.
Yeah, you can like pull up alongside it, or Ellie could fly over to land on it to get closer look or something like that. But yeah, that's what you get from how you are right now.
I feel like this might not be our ship, but maybe we'll go take a look at it.
Do we see like a flag or the symbol that would indicate what kind of or who it belonged to?
You can see on part of it, it does look like there's a broken flagpole, but from your distance and how it looks a bit older, you can't make anything out from here.
Where's that piece of the ship that she showed us?
She would have handed it to one of you guys, so whoever felt like they would have grabbed it.
Not me.
I think Twinkle maybe would have it.
Yeah.
Twinkle, can I see the piece of the boat?
Yeah. Go.
I'll take a look at it. Like, in terms of, like, how the wood looks and the text on it, like the symbol. I know that you said that, like, we can't really see from this distance, so
Yeah.
Toby's gonna just take the piece of the boat and jump off the ship and then start swimming over to the shipwreck.
Oh,
You do have a swim speed. So that makes sense. Okay, I love that you can swim like that with it.
Just like head on top of the water, just.
No.
That's so, I love it so much. Okay, so yeah, you go over, were you saying something?
Yeah. Did you have anything?
No, you can go. You
Okay.
can go for it. If you wanted to.
Okay, so you start paddling over
With the
to the
paddle-
to the ship and everything. The water is really choppy, but you're a really good swimmer, so you're able to work through it and like work with the waves. But it's getting steadily more choppy, and now that you're actually in the water, you can feel that it's really feeling like it's choppy and it's pushing you backwards. So you're having to swim kind of against a current. And as you begin to swim up to the ship to compare it to the piece of wood, everybody in unison would see as bursting out of the water suddenly is the jellyfish, and it gets kicked upwards, and now you guys see the underside of the jellyfish and all of its tendrils, and this thing is massive. So this is like, I mean, it's on the smaller side for its species,
But it's huge for an animal.
yeah, like this thing is probably the size of like a house. And it's just being kicked up out of the water, and then directly in front of it, where the shipwreck is, suddenly rising up, it seems like the shipwreck is slowly moving up out of the water. You see, and do you want to post the link?
Yeah.
You see a giant face, and this face is like, basically, in short, this thing is a water dragon.
Nope. Nope.
And and Toby is in the water as the suction of this thing rising is causing the water to now shift inward, because you know how when you lift out the water goes inward because of the suction of the movement. And this thing is so massive with the combination of the jellyfish that we're gonna have to make you roll to see if you don't get sucked into the water's movement. What kind of
You know those scenes where like the character walks into a scene and then immediately just walks out?
Yep.
You see the little capybara head just.
Yeah.
Can I, seeing that happen, can I cast Bless on Toby?
What's the range on that? Does that have like a specific?
Let me see. It's 30 feet.
He's probably farther than 30
Yeah.
now, I would think. Yeah.
Um,
You can jump in after him.
okay,
if you
so
want.
it's going to be, I feel like maybe athletics.
Yeah.
Because he's like having to paddle with
Yeah.
all his might. So yeah, it will be athletics. But you turn around and you're just like, nope, nope.
I'm still in like the swim trunks and clothes. I have my gear, but like we're on a ship
That's fair.
and we're
We're on the beach. Nothing
we're having
bad
a good
can
time.
happen.
Nothing bad can happen on
Yeah.
the beach.
You're not on the beach.
Mode.
See, that's the trick.
Puts the cap of water breathing over Ellie's head, and I just imagine it's like one of those hats with like the little wheel at the top, and then they like tie it at the bottom, and then like, because apparently according to the cap of water breathing, it creates a bubble of air. So I just imagine like they spin the wheel and then it like makes the little
fun.
bubble.
That's cute.
That's
I see what Ash and David have done here. They say it's safe on the beach. Nothing bad could happen on the beach. Let's take them off the beach.
We kept our promise, you know, if you think about it. Like,
Oh gosh.
what was your athletics?
Is going to point her harpoon towards the.
It is a 16 on the athletics check.
Technically 18, because you were given some power buff.
Yep. Which makes it so
Take
that you beat it just barely, because the suction of these two kind of titan creatures battling it out in the water is really pulling you in, and it happens so suddenly. However, a Tato, you see it flying towards you out of the air like it's spawned and then it's fallen. And the moment it smacks into your face, you get that extra little burst that you need to be able to move forward.
Another Tato also gets on your shoulder, Toby, and it's like, ah! It has like ice magic that it shoots over, which like skirts on and just like kind of, well, it hits the thing. It doesn't look like it does much, and like just kind of hits the creature, which after its big maw attacking the jellyfish rockets back down. As the ice hits it, you just see this massive eye that was looking at the jellyfish just like turn
Did you do
to
that?
look
Why
at
did you do
Toby.
that?
And I'd say that's where we'll end it tonight.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
So-